Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Hi, guys. I hope you're having a good day.
Or a busy day.
Or maybe a lazy day.
Whatever kind of day it is, we're happy you're here.
Yes, I'm Sam.
And I'm Wally,
And this is the One English Podcast.
the place where you learn English through real conversation.
No boring lessons.
No long grammar explanations.
Just two people talking.
Like friends.
And today, we're going somewhere very exciting.
Oh, yes. Very exciting.
The supermarket.
Wow, so exciting.
Don't laugh. The supermarket is real life.
It really is.
We all go there.
And we all use English there.
Exactly. So today's topic is learn English with daily situations at the supermarket.
Easy practice, real English.
Before we start, if you like these episodes,
Don't forget to follow the podcast
subscribe if you're watching.
and share it with someone who says, I understand English, but I can't speak.
Yes, send this to them.
Okay, let's imagine something.
I love imaginary situations.
You are at home.
Okay?
You open the fridge.
Oh no,
Why, oh no?
because it's empty.
That's the worst feeling.
You look inside and say, there's nothing to eat.
Very common sentence.
There's nothing to eat,
Or maybe there is food.
but nothing you want,
Yes, so you say, there's nothing to eat.
even if there is food.
Exactly.
So what do you say next?
I need to go to the supermarket.
Perfect, simple and clear.
I need to go to the supermarket.
Or you can say, we need groceries.
Oh, good word. Groceries.
Groceries are food and things you buy at the supermarket.
Yes, milk, bread, eggs,
Snacks.
chocolate.
Very important.
So you decide to go.
But first, you look around the kitchen.
And you say, do we have milk?
That's such a useful question.
Do we have milk?
Or, do we have any bread?
Notice the word any.
Yes. Do we have any eggs?
That's very natural English.
You don't need to think about grammar.
Just remember the pattern.
Do we have any?
Do we have any?
So maybe you check the fridge.
And you say, we're out of milk.
Ooh, that's good.
We're out of milk.
Means there is no more milk.
Yes, it's finished.
So now you say,
We need to buy milk.
you can even say, add milk to the list.
That's what I say all the time.
Do you write a shopping list?
Sometimes.
Be honest.
Okay, not always.
I knew it. I usually forget something.
Same.
So you can say, let me make a list.
Good sentence.
Let me make a list.
Then you say things like,
We need milk.
we need bread.
We need rice.
We need some vegetables.
Simple vocabulary.
Very useful.
Okay, now we're at the supermarket.
Automatic doors open,
You grab a shopping cart.
or a basket.
Yes, a basket is smaller.
So you walk in and say,
Wow, it's busy.
that's a common sentence.
It's really busy today.
Or it's not too crowded.
Crowded means many people.
Yes, a lot of people in one place.
So you go to the milk section,
And you stand there,
and there are too many choices.
always.
You say, which one should I get?
Good question.
Which one should I get?
You look at the prices.
And you say, this one is cheaper.
Or that one is more expensive.
Cheap and expensive.
Very useful words.
Maybe you compare two products.
And you say, this is on sale.
Oh, yes, on sale.
That means cheaper than usual.
Everyone loves that.
So you put the milk in your cart.
Next, vegetables.
You pick up tomatoes.
And you say, these look fresh.
Good word, fresh.
Fresh means new, not old.
Yes, good quality.
Or maybe you see something strange.
And you say, this doesn't look good.
Very natural.
So maybe you need help.
You can't find something.
You walk around and say, excuse me.
That's very important.
Excuse me is polite.
You say, excuse me, where can I find the rice?
Perfect supermarket sentence.
Where can I find the rice?
Or where is the bread?
Even simpler.
The worker might say, it's in aisle 5.
Aisle means the long line between shelves.
Yes, the walking space.
So you say, thank you.
Always say thank you.
Always.
Okay, now let's talk about fruit.
My favorite part.
You pick up apples.
And you say, how much are these?
That's a great question.
How much are these?
You use these because it's plural.
Yes, more than one.
If it's one item, you say, how much is this?
Very small difference.
But important.
So you look at the sign.
And you say, it's $3 per kilo.
or per pound.
Depends on the country.
Yes.
So you put fruit in a bag.
And maybe you say, I think that's enough.
Good everyday sentence.
I think that's enough.
You don't want too much.
Or you say, that's too expensive.
Very real.
I say that often.
Me too.
So now your cart is getting full.
And you say, I didn't plan to buy this much.
That happens every time.
Every time.
You go for milk,
And you leave with 10 things.
snacks, always snacks.
So now you go to the checkout.
The scary part.
Why scary?
Because sometimes I worry about paying.
Oh,
Like, do I have enough money?
that's a good sentence.
Do I have enough money?
Or, I hope my card works.
Yes.
So the cashier says, hi.
And you say, hi.
Small talk again.
Yes.
They might say, did you find everything?
And you say, yes, thank you.
Or, no, I couldn't find the pasta.
Very natural.
Then they say, that'll be $25.
And you say, can I pay by card?
Good question.
Or do you take cash?
Very useful.
They might ask, do you need a bag?
And you say, yes, please.
Or, no, I brought my own.
That's becoming common.
Yes, bring your own bag.
So many small sentences.
And they are real,
This is real life English.
not complicated.
Just normal.
And that's the best kind of English.
Because you can use it today.
Yes, maybe you'll go to the supermarket later.
And you'll hear these exact sentences.
And you'll think, oh, I know this.
That's the best feeling.
It really is.
Okay, quick question.
What?
Do you prefer self-checkout or cashier?
Oh, interesting.
Self-checkout means you scan your own items.
I like self-checkout.
Why?
Less talking.
Of course.
But sometimes it says, unexpected item in the bagging area.
Oh no.
So I panic.
So you say, excuse me.
Again,
That sentence saves you.
it really does.
So even at the supermarket,
You practice small talk.
you practice questions.
You practice polite language.
Excuse me.
Thank you.
Can I?
Do you have?
These are the building blocks.
Of real English.
So next time you go shopping,
Try to think in English.
look at the product and say, this looks good.
Or, this is too expensive.
Or, I need to buy eggs.
Talk to yourself.
It's okay. No one will notice.
And if they notice,
Smile.
exactly.
Exactly.
Actually, I really do talk to myself at the supermarket.
I knew it.
I stand there like, okay, do I need this? No. Put it back. Be strong.
Be strong is such a real sentence.
Yes, you're trying not to buy snacks.
And then 5 minutes later,
The snacks are in the cart.
always.
So imagine this. You're in front of the cookies.
Dangerous place.
Very dangerous.
You look at the price and say, that's a bit expensive.
Good phrase. A bit means a little.
Yes. Not very expensive, just a little expensive.
Or you say, it's worth it.
Oh, that's a nice sentence.
It's worth it means it's expensive, but it's okay. It's good.
Because you really want it.
Exactly.
So you put it in your cart and say, I deserve this.
That's me.
You always deserve snacks?
After a long day, yes.
Fair enough.
Okay, now let's imagine something else.
What?
You're at the meat section,
Okay.
and you're not sure which one to choose.
So you say, which one is fresher?
Yes, or which one do you recommend?
Oh, that's very useful.
What do you recommend is a powerful question.
You can use it anywhere.
At a restaurant, at a cafe, at a supermarket?
And it shows you trust the person.
Yes.
So maybe the worker says, this one is very popular.
Popular means many people buy it.
Yes, many people like it.
And you say, okay, I'll take it.
Simple future with will.
Naturally, I'll take it.
Or just, I'll take this one.
Very common.
Okay, now let's talk about something stressful.
Oh no, what?
The long line at the checkout.
I hate long lines.
You look and say, the line is so long.
Or why is it so busy today?
Yes, good question.
Maybe it's the weekend.
Weekends are always busy.
So you wait.
And you look at your phone.
And you think this is taking forever.
That's such a natural sentence.
It doesn't mean forever, forever.
No, it just feels long.
Exactly.
So when it's finally your turn,
You feel happy.
very happy.
The cashier starts scanning your items.
Beep, beep, beep.
And you watch the screen.
Yes, always watching the total price.
And maybe you say quietly, "That's more than I expected."
Oh, good sentence.
More than I expected.
Expected means what you thought before,
Yes, you thought it would be $20.
but it's $35.
And you're like, "Oh."
Pain.
But you smile
Always smile.
and you say, "That's fine."
Or just, okay.
Then they ask cash or card.
And you answer, card please.
Polite, simple.
Maybe your card doesn't work.
Oh no, don't say that.
It happens.
It has happened to me before.
See?
I said, "Let me try again."
Very good sentence.
Calm, relaxed.
Let me try again.
And then it worked.
Good ending.
If it doesn't work, you can say, "I'm sorry, one moment."
Yes, that gives you time.
Time to check your wallet.
Or open your banking app.
Exactly.
Okay, now let's talk about small talk with strangers.
At the supermarket?
Yes,
That's interesting.
imagine you're in line,
Okay.
and the person behind you says, it's really hot today,
Classic small talk.
talking about the weather.
You can say, "Yes, it's so hot."
Or, I hope it gets cooler soon.
That's very natural.
Small talk doesn't need to be deep,
No big topics.
just simple comments.
Like, "This store is always busy."
Or, they have good prices here.
Yes.
And if you don't want to talk much,
You can just smile and say, "Yeah,
short answer.
that's okay too."
Not every conversation needs to be long.
Exactly.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Oh no, what?
Have you ever forgotten your wallet?
Yes.
I knew it.
It was so embarrassing.
Tell me.
I finished shopping,
Okay.
the total was ready,
Mm-hmm.
and I looked in my bag,
And?
no wallet.
Oh, no.
I said, "I'm so sorry, I forgot my wallet."
Good sentence, though.
Yes, very useful in a bad situation.
I forgot my wallet.
The cashier was kind.
That's good.
She said, "That's okay."
Whew.
I had to leave everything.
That's painful.
Very painful.
So what did you do?
I went home and came back.
That's responsible.
I had no choice.
True.
So sometimes at the supermarket,
You have small problems.
but they are good practice for English.
Yes, that's the point.
Real life gives you real sentences.
Like, can I return this?
Oh, returns, that's another situation.
Maybe you bought something yesterday,
And it doesn't work.
so you go back and say, I'd like to return this.
Very polite.
I'd like to return this.
Or can I get a refund?
Refund means you get your money back.
Yes.
Or they say, do you have the receipt?
Important word, receipt.
The paper that shows you paid.
And you say, "Yes, here it is."
Or, I'm sorry, I lost it.
That's a problem.
A big problem.
But again, real English.
So today, we talked about so many small sentences.
And none of them are difficult.
No complicated grammar.
Just daily life.
Milk, bread, lines, prices,
Wallet problems,
snacks.
always snacks.
So next time you go to the supermarket,
Try to notice the English in your head.
say things quietly.
I need to buy eggs.
Where can I find the rice?
That's too expensive.
Excuse me.
Thank you.
These small sentences build your confidence.
Slowly, step by step.
You don't need perfect English
You just need real English.
and real situations.
Like the supermarket.
Who knew grocery shopping could be a lesson?
Everything can be a lesson.
That's true,
Even standing in line.
especially standing in line.
Because you have time to think in English.
I like that.
Me too.
Now I kind of want to go shopping.
For milk?
And snacks.
Of course.
Always snacks.
Always.
All right, bye.